The first scream echoed across the training field, sharp, terrified, raw. Cadets rushed toward the commotion, expecting a fight. Instead, they found 3 male trainees circling a lone woman, their training knives slicing through her uniform as she stood frozen in place. She didn't cry. She didn't fight back. But everything changed the moment a shadow moved behind them, quiet, controlled, deadly. The SEAL instructor saw what they were doing. And in the next 3 seconds, all 3 of them were on the ground, choking on dust, unable to comprehend how fast their lives had just changed. But the real story did not begin there. It began with the secret she carried. And why she refused to defend herself. Cadet Ayla Khan arrived on Base Echo with one goal. To finish the program her brother died trying to complete. Ayla was quiet. Focused. Never talked about her past. Most trainees assumed she was weak. Too soft. Not built for special forces. The truth? She had trained herself for 10 years, physically, mentally, emotionally. But still, she carried a wound no one could see. Her older brother, Lieutenant Samir, had died in a training accident during a night drill. And not a single person had been held responsible. Ayla joined the program not for revenge, but to honor his dream. To finish what he couldn't. But the male trainees didn't care about her purpose. Some saw her as competition. Others saw her as a joke. And 3 of them, Harris, Dev, and Lok, took it too far. It began with whispers. Then insults. Then small accidents on the obstacle field. Ayla kept silent. She refused to complain. She refused to show fear. But that afternoon during blade drill practice, the harassment escalated. Ayla was cornered. Her protective vest pulled off. Their training knives ripping cloth instead of rubber targets. Cry, one of them said. Or leave. Girls aren't made for this. Ayla stood still, breathing through the humiliation. Her hands shaking, not from fear, but from memories of Samir. Don't fight every enemy, he used to say. Fight only the battles that matter. So she didn't move. Didn't lift a finger. And that's when Instructor Commander Raiden Cole, a retired Navy SEAL, appeared silently behind them. He had trained warriors all over the world. He had broken and rebuilt men stronger than steel. But when he saw Ayla, standing there with her shredded uniform, trying desperately not to cry, his chest tightened with anger he had not felt in years. Before any of the 3 men realized he was there. It happened. A flash of motion. A blur of precision. Lok hit the dirt first. Harris second, gasping as the wind left him. Dev last, pinned in an arm lock so painful his scream echoed off the training towers. Cole didn't yell. Didn't curse. Didn't give a speech. He simply said, with a voice colder than steel. Touch her again, and you won't walk for months. Every cadet fell silent. Even the wind stopped. And Ayla, still shaking, looked at him for the first time. And he saw it. Not weakness. Not fear. But something much deeper. A warrior trying desperately not to break. After the incident, Ayla expected punishment. Maybe dismissal. Maybe transfer. Instead, Cole asked her to meet him at dawn. She arrived early, as she always did, standing on the cold training field watching the rising sun turn the sky orange. Cole walked toward her with the same calm intensity he carried everywhere. But this time, he wasn't the feared SEAL instructor. He was just a man trying to understand someone hurting in silence. Why didn't you fight back? He asked. You had every right. Ayla remained quiet. Then finally whispered. I wasn't here to fight them, sir. Cole stepped closer. A tone softened. And why are you here, Ayla? Her voice broke for the first time. To finish the program my brother died in. The air shifted. Cole's expression changed, slowly, deeply. He had heard that name before. Lieutenant Samir Khan. The cadet who died during a water survival drill. The cadet Cole had blamed himself for not protecting. He swallowed hard. You're Samir's sister? Ayla nodded. Her eyes filled but didn't fall. She never let tears win. He always talked about you, Cole said quietly. He said his sister was stronger than half the men here. Ayla froze. She had never heard that. No one told her anything after Samir's death. Cole continued. He wasn't weak. His accident wasn't his fault. And I promised myself that if someone ever came through this program with his name, his blood, his heart, I would protect them better than I protected him. Ayla looked away, her voice barely a whisper. I don't want protection. I want a chance. Cole nodded slowly. Then I'll give you one. But you'll earn it the hard way. Their training together changed everything. Ayla ran farther than she thought possible. Lifted weights she once feared. Completed underwater drills that nearly broke her lungs. And each time she fell, Cole didn't help her up. He taught her how to stand. By week 6. No one called her weak. No one mocked her. She outperformed every male cadet in endurance and precision. But the real test came during the night navigation course. The same course her brother died on. Ayla stood at the starting line. Her heart pounding. Her brother's memory heavy on her shoulders. Cole placed a hand gently on her back. You don't owe the world his ending, he said softly. You're here, to write your own. And she did. She crossed that course. Alone. In the dark. With every fear crawling through her bones. But every step fueled by strength she didn't know she had. When she finished, the entire field erupted in applause. Even those who once mocked her stood in silent respect. But the loudest applause came from Cole. Not clapping, but standing with a quiet pride usually reserved for legends. Ayla stood on the graduation platform, uniform crisp, head held high, finally completing the program that once broke her brother. She didn't cry. She didn't collapse. She simply whispered into the wind. We did it, Samir. Commander Cole saluted her with full honor. Not as an instructor. Not out of guilt. But out of pure respect for a warrior who refused to let pain define her. And the message her journey left behind was simple, unforgettable, and life-changing. White medium star strength isn't about never breaking. It's about what you become after you do. The world may test you. But it cannot defeat someone who refuses to surrender.